Hello YouTube, welcome to the 14th episode of Suggestion Showcase. Today I will be reading a suggestion about the F-16/79. The suggestion was made by Acroute, so all credits go to him. I will link the suggestion down below so you guys can plus one it. History. In February 1977, President Jimmy Carter announced a new arms transfer policy to curtail arms proliferation. Under this policy, most foreign countries could only acquire aircraft with a reduced capability than those of the US inventory. As a result, only a few countries were able to purchase the F-16 fighter jets. Thus, the Export Fighter or FX project was launched for countries that couldn't acquire the F-16. To develop a less capable low-cost export fighter, General Dynamics teamed up with General Electric in 1979. They decided to use the J-79 engine for the F-16, which was also using the F-4 Phantom II and the F-104 Starfighter. Design work started on February 15, 1980, and the first F-16/79 made its maiden flight on October 29, 1980. This was possible because only minimal changes were required to convert the F-16 into the F-16/79. A new fatigue of structural tests were unnecessary. On January 9, 1981, F-16/79 completed demonstration flight testing. General Dynamics also proposed F-16/79 to the US Navy as adversary aircraft. F-16/79 could be adequate solution for some countries despite its limited performance, but President Carter eased his policy in 1980, and his successor, Ronald Reagan, abolished restrictions that prevented the US allies from purchasing the F-16. Eventually, the F-16/79 became meaningless and none of them were sold. The only prototype ever built is a two-seat F-16/79B based on the YF-16B 75-0752, which restored to original configuration later. A single-seat version named the F-16/79A was also proposed, but was never built. Design. The F-16/79 shares most of its components with the original F-16, and externally identical except the engine, a fuselage, fairing, and intake. The J-79 engine for the F-16/79 is an enhanced variant of the designated J-79GE-17X, later J-79GE-119. This version introduced a Combat Plus feature, like the J-79GE J1E in the Kafir C7, which increases fuel flow to the engine momentarily, and closes the engine nozzle slightly to produce extra thrust by increasing the exhaust gas temperature. As a result, the J-79GE-79X achieved maximum thrust of 18,700 pounds of force, or 8,482 kilos of force at sea level. But the Combat Plus was only available for a short time during full afterburner, while compressor inlet temperature is lower than 15 degrees Fahrenheit or minus 9 degrees Celsius, and even with Combat Plus, the thrust was much lower than the F-100 engine. Also, extra heat from the engine required additional heat shield and ballast for weight balance, adding extra weight of 2,000 pounds or 900 kilos. To top it all off, fuel consumption was also increased. General characteristics. It had a crew of 2. The length was 47.8 feet or 14.56 meters. The length including the pitot tube was 49.5 feet or 15.09 meters. The wingspan was 39.83 feet or 10 meters. It had a height of 16.7 feet or 5.09 meters. Wing area of 300 feet squared or 28 meters squared. Empty weight of 17,677 pounds or 8,018 kilos. Takeoff gross weight was 25,056 pounds or 11,265 kilos. Maximum takeoff weight was 37,422 pounds or 16,974 kilos. Fuel capacity was 5,773 pounds or 2,618 kilos internally. Power plant was 1 J79GE119 after burning turbojet engine. The engine thrust was 18,700 pounds of thrust with afterburner at sea level. Engine thrust at 10,688 meters or 35,000 feet was 20,840 pounds of force. So let's get into the performance. Maximum speed Mach 2 at 35,000 feet or 10,668 meters. Service ceiling 50,000 feet or 15,240 meters. Maneuverability, maximum load factor 9G with 4 AIM-9 sidewinders and full gun ammo, and 1 empty external tank and full internal fuel. Sustained turn rate 11.5 meters a second. approximately at Mach 0.9 at 15,000 feet, with 2 AIM-9 and full gun ammo. Fuel condition unknown, probably 50%. Instantaneous turn, 19.1 degrees per second at 15,000 feet. Acceleration time, 45 seconds from Mach 0.9 to 1.2. 110 seconds from Mach 0.9 to 1.6. Armament. Gun. 1 20mm M61A1 Vulcan with 511 rounds. Hardpoints. 2 wingtips, 6 underwing, 3 under fuselage. Total payload of 12,266 pounds or 5,609 kilos. Air-to-air missiles. 6 AIM-9E or AIM-9J sidewinder stations. 1, 2, 3, 7, and 8, and 9. Air-to-ground missiles. 6 AGM-65A and B Maverick, stations 3 to 7. Bombs. 18 Mark 82 500-pound general-purpose bombs on stations 2 and 8, and 3 and 7. Others. It could carry 2 270-gallon external tanks on stations 4 and 6, or 1 200-gallon external tank on station 5. Conclusion. Historically and technically, the F-16-79 is basically an inferior version of the regular F-16 in every aspect, but the identity as a downgraded vehicle could make this aircraft as unique premium or event vehicle in the future. It would be a decent addition to the F-16 fleet in War Thunder. So my take on this vehicle, I feel like it should be a tech 3 vehicle. If they added next update, for example, I think it would be fine. I don't think it will be broken. It doesn't even have funny Fox 1s or Fox 3s, like the Sparrows, Phoenixes, or AMRAAMs. It can only carry 6 missiles, which is a good number of sidewinders, but at the end of the day, there aren't even AIM-9Ls, they're AIM-9Js, which are good missiles, but they have quite low range. It has the same engine as the Phantom and the F-104, which is a good engine, but it's not overpowered. But the plane is very light, but I still think that it would be pretty balanced in War Thunder. So thank you guys for watching this episode of Suggestion Showcase. The suggestion will be in the description to +1 it. Again, props to Acroute for making the suggestion about the F-16-79. So remember to go +1 it. Thank you for watching.